Hi, my name is Sheena Joy, and today I'm going to create a card with Pretty Pink Posh products, and I'm doing a submission for Pretty Pink Posh. She has a designer, guest designer call, and so I thought I'd do a couple of cards. I already did one card, and this is my second card I'm going to submit as well. So she has 4 cards on her blog that you have to take inspiration from. So this is, I'm using one of those cards as inspiration, and I'll insert a picture of the cards that she gave out for inspiration. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is, I already have my card base cut out. This is Neenah Solar White, 110 pound, and I already cut it and scored it. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take this Simon Says stamp, Christmas stamp set. It's called Candy Cane Christmas, and I'm going to create a background, and I'm going to use these 2 colors, the Lawn Fawn Freshly Cut Grass and Lawn Fawn Mermaid. They're both dyeing pads. So I'm going to do that, put the banner on the front, like cut out the banner with some Lawn Fawn pattern paper, and then I'm going to make a little shaker in the window. So the first thing I'm going to do is make my background. Okay, so I did create a pattern background for the front of my card base, and now I'm going to die cut out the banner using the Stitch Banner Duo. That looks really pretty. Just want to get my bone folder and just give that a little. Press that down. I really love how it worked out, and I didn't use this little candy stamp. That's okay. I forgot to mention that I did use images, and I'm going to bring this up closer to the camera. Like I said, this is called Candy Cane Christmas. And another thing that I used was this little tiny candy stamp from Filled with Love. It's a stamp set that's Simon Says stamp and Mama Elephant. So I used that, and so now I'm going to use the Pretty Pink Posh to cut out my pattern paper for the banner. And I'm going to use this pattern. It's from the Polka Amie Lawn Fawn paper pad. It's a 6x6 paper pad. And this is also a piece of foam sheet, and I'm going to cut that out with the Stitch Banner Duo because I'm using making a little shaker. Alright, so I'm going to do that now. So it has a stitched all around the banner and just a nice little window, and a lot of people, including myself, like to use shakers. What I'm going to do next is, because craft foam has a tendency to kind of spread out when you press it hard, like in the Cuttlebug, I'm going to just cut the edges a bit, just because I don't want the foam to show underneath the banner panel. Okay, I'm going to do that now. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere some acetate on the little shaker window, and also I'm going to use this candy cane Christmas stamp set. I'm going to take the sentiment, have yourself the sweetest little Christmas, and that's going to be behind the shaker portion here. Alright, so I have stamped the sentiment on the card, on the piece of paper rather, and that's going to go behind the shaker window. I'm going to leave that kind of plain. I considered stamping some of the candy canes inside of there, but actually I think with the pattern of the paper, with the stamp background, and also with the shaker material, I think that's enough. If you saw the picture, the inspiration picture, what I'm getting from the inspiration is the color scheme, which was in green and blue and red. And what I'm going to put in for the shaker material is I stamped some of the little candies from, here, let me just get that set out again. Of course I can't find it, the stamp set, but oh, here it is, sorry. Okay, so I stamped this little candy. You can see them here. I'll just bring them up closer. Okay, so I already stamped some out and I die cut them, and I have the dies for that stamp set, so I thought that would kind of bring out the red too. And when I was stamping that sentiment, I showed that I was using the Momento Dewdrop in Ladybug, and that's also a dye ink as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to adhere this piece of craft foam to the back of the shaker panel, and then I'm going to use my shaker material, fill it in. And what I'm using for my shaker material is I'm using those little die cut candies. I'm using the Pretty Pink Posh 4mm aquamarine sequins, and the 4mm sparkling clear cupped sequins as well, and also the 6mm cupped sequins of sparkling clear. So I think that'll be a nice combo. And then I realized I don't have any green Pretty Pink Posh sequins, so that's definitely something I have to order. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to adhere the craft foam, put in the shaker material, and then put this behind here. Okay, so that's a little shaker. Have yourself the sweetest little Christmas. And I'm just going to bring that closer to the camera so you can see it. And just love those colors, and used her photos for inspiration. And with applying for the guest designer spot, it's not about getting it, which is really nice. I would love to be a guest designer for Pretty Pink Posh, but also it's just being part of it and given the chance, and that's really fun too. And so I also did one more card that I'm going to submit, and I'll show you. This is another shaker I did from one of the other photos for inspiration, and so I'll put this here. With that card, I used a different Pretty Pink Posh die. I used the Stitch Duo one. So, and I also used the W+9 Sparkle and Shine dies as well. Alright, so that is my card for the Pretty Pink Posh call for guest designer. And I hope that you like the card that I made. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope you're having a great day. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit like so I know that you like it. And I'll put my other information for my social media down below. Okay, great. Have a great day. Bye.